Hello everyone. We are here again with our Insta Live session. And today we have with us Miss Seema Malik, a metabolic balance consultant and a women health specialist. And so today's topic is a very interesting one. So New Year brings resolutions and most of these are health related, major being related to weight loss. And with weight loss comes the equation calorie in versus calorie out to our mind. So some people say that it's the ultimate yahi hai jo hai. Some say it is misguiding, oversimplified. So in today's discussion, we will have it all, discuss every angle of it, right from eat less to move more to hormonal issues and a diet which brings metabolic advantage. So stay tuned with us and be with us for the next couple of minutes where we'll have my colleague joining in. So in another moment, we will have Hello, Seema.
Hi, Taranjeet. How are you?
Good, good. It's great to have you. I was just giving the introduction, and now that you are here, so we will have the session started. So you may start with the first question, please.
Yeah, so since our topic of discussion is calorie in and calorie out, this is a very hot topic. Whenever we go somewhere, the first question is ki whatever calories we eat, that only we burn out, and that's how weight loss happens. What is your input when we discuss calorie in versus calorie out?
Yeah, so ever since school, we've been studying this law of thermodynamics that energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can be transferred. And based on that, we've had this energy balance equations. Energy in is equal to energy out, you maintain. If the energy in is higher than energy out, you gain weight. If the energy in is lower than energy out, then is only the time when you will lose weight. So people have been focusing on eating less and moving more, so to say, by this equation. So, but Seema, as I said in the introduction, that we'll be, kind of busting all the myths around calorie in is equal to calorie out. So I now ask you, is the answer to weight loss this simple? Are all calories equal?
No, it's a very, very tricky question. And the answer is not that easy as it sounds. Nowadays, we see whenever we are traveling in metros, children are using apps. They're trying to calculate. I had this much poha. I had this much dosa. So this was the calorie I had. This much I need to work out in the gym. But it's not that simple. अगर इतना simple होता, so if we have eaten 100 calories salad, then definitely whether I eat a salad, whether I eat a cookie, calories the same hai, but still health is affected differently. So it is not completely calorie in and calorie out. Secondly, another example is zero diets. We hear so many people saying, I'm taking zero diet, I'm taking soda, they have no calories. तो इसका मतलब है मेरे अंदर तो कोई कैलोरी जा नहीं रही. But apart from calories, these zero diets or zero cokes or sodas, they disturb the hormonal imbalance in the body. The hormones, which are the main part of our body, they get disturbed and there is create havoc in the body.
Naturally, people feel कि ये सब चीजें फर्क ही नहीं करती, ये च्युइंगम आर्टिफिशियल स्वीटनर के साथ है और च्युइंगम तो चबा के हमने फेंक देनी है. they don't realize that when you put something in your mouth and it tastes sweet, your brain is too complex. It perceives the things as sweet, and it will take action. It will, get the hormones, enzymes being created ki food aa raha hai, food is coming in, and start preparing for digestion or produce more insulin to take care of that, which ultimately may lead to more hunger and, the disturbance in satiety and wellness. You may end up eating more after that.
Yes. Instead of just you are thinking ki I had 0 calories, but these changes in our body, which is the brain is perceiving, will further add to having more calories than we expect.
True. So, coming to next question, uh, we just understood about that they are not equal, as you said. Salad versus cookies, calories may be same, but they are absorbed differently. Now, what is, and now, I mean, we know that energy balance and weight can be regulated by many factors. So, would you just kind of list down some key factors based on which the energy in is affected, whatever we are eating or taking in energy?
Yeah, human body is very complex, especially when it comes to food. Whatever little food we are taking inside, it is affected by many factors. First, as I said, hormones. Then how are your hormones reacting in your body? Then your micronutrients, then your macronutrients, your digestion, your sleep, your stress levels, your activity levels. All these parameters do affect your food intake. It is not simple that 100 calorie मतलब अंदर गई तो 100 expel हो जाएंगी. No. Once we have this 100 calories, I'm just giving an example of 100 calories. So अगर 100 calories हमने ली हैं, so they will be affected by all these pointers, which can be environment also. It can be your stress also. It can be your lifestyle. Maybe you're not sleeping at the right time. You are not chewing your food properly. You are not having at the right time. Timing also matters. What time you are having your food. Also, how well the food is digested. I hope the food is not making you acidic or not causing constipation. These in totality affect your energy intake.
Very rightly said. So it's not just about counting calories. अगर इतना simple होता तो फिर तो रात को Netflix देखते रहो और अपना खाते रहो, and you can enjoy the best of your life and still not gain weight ever. But the body has its own circadian rhythms, its own way to deal with stuff, and that is why whatever you said, that energy coming in is affected by so many different parameters.
And Taranji, the important thing is that if things have been so simple, फिर this health and wellness industry would not have existed at all. It was just simple maths. इतना खाया, इतना expel हो गया. फिर तो neither you need health industry, neither you need doctor, neither you need any other wellness practices, because the answer is simple in front of us. So since I told you what happens to energy in we take, what is your input when whatever energy is expelled out? Is it the same?
Yeah. As you rightly mentioned, different aspects affecting energy in. There are multiple factors for energy out also. So,
Okay.
as you mentioned, right from digestion, we all know if there is enough protein in the diet, the thermodynamics, or the heat producing capacity or the energy burning capacity to digest protein is much more than as compared to the carbohydrates and fats. So that one factor, right from your macronutrients ingestion to the levels, that what is your BMR, आपकी exercise कैसी है, what is the intensity, duration and frequency of your exercise, how much lean mass have you built up. अगर जिसका मसल मास ज्यादा होगा, उनका BMR यानी कि बेसल मेटाबॉलिक रेट, मतलब जब वो जो एनर्जी बर्न कर रहे हैं एक रेस्टिंग बेसिक स्टेट में, उनकी बॉडी को कितनी एनर्जी यूज करनी है, वो जिनके मसल मास ज्यादा होता है उनकी नीड हायर होती है, अपोज टू अदर्स whose muscle mass is not that much high, who have more fat mass, so to say. So besides this, again, hormones dealing with in taking part in digestion and helping you understand the satiety level, your body size, stress, again the macro and micronutrients, the microbiome, And also the genetics, how the body perceives and takes into account the digestion of various stuff. How do you expel energy? What is your, so if anxiety, stress, everything is on your mind, there is not too much demarcation in terms of factors. uh, to energy in is equal to energy out, except that energy in is more focused on the food coming in, energy out is related to several factors plus your exercise, also your stress level. If you are able to meditate, breathe, keep your calm, naturally the food is digested better. And your even simple breathing, as I most commonly tell my clients, that if you breathe better, you lose fat faster.
Yeah. And what do you feel? Even hydration makes a difference. The water levels which we drink in our body, somebody is having more water, somebody is having less water. Does this also plays a role?
Yes, of course. Water is very, very important in terms of when it comes to weight loss. Water has its own role. People, kind of take zero, as you mentioned, zero cokes and colas and sodas and multiple cups of tea, thinking that, we are not having our tea with sugar. It's harmless. But each of these drinks are a nutrition to the body.
Okay.
So we need to consider each and every aspect. And in terms of water, make sure you are doing 35 ml per kg body weight of water. If you're about 60 kilos, at least 2 liters of water should be consumed in a day. If it's hot, then a little more. But if the weather is fine, as these days, you may even have warm water. That's up to you what you like. But do consume water for sure.
Yeah, that's very interesting. That means there are a lot of parameters which are actually affecting the energy expelled. Like you mentioned, so many of them. And apart from that, you also saying intensity of exercise, the frequency, कौन कितनी body size किसका कैसा है. This all will in together play a role, isn't it?
Yes. So coming to the next question, Seema. Now, what in simple words is the solution or the way out? अब हमने ये तो समझ लिया कि calorie in is equal to calorie out is not that simple for the body. But then what do we need to do?
Yeah. So now calorie in, calorie out to discuss, it's not the right solution. The right approach is we need to correct the hormones. And when we talk about the hormones, the most important hormone is your insulin. Because insulin is the fat storing hormone. We need to see, is our body insulin resistant? So even if we are trying to cut down on our calories, but still we are not losing weight, or we are trying to keep a track of our calories, but still there is weight is not budging, then the one of the most important thing is to check is your insulin hormone, which plays a very important role in your weight loss and other health issues.
Right. So the solutions are not simple, and hormones play a very big role. We both, as metabolic balance consultants, understand that insulin is the key fat storage hormone. So why don't, so let's simplify this further.
Yeah. So what is your thought that how can we tackle this insulin if it is not body's insulin resistant, or your insulin is having your body is having too many insulin spikes, or it's not helping us at all, weight is not budging. So how do we tackle this issue, Taranjeet?
So with the metabolic balance program, we have definite solutions for this. It's a program which is simplified with its rules to help one lose weight and maintain it long term. Usually क्या होता है, लोग fat diets लेते हैं, अगर keto भी करते हैं, they're not able to sustain them long. So there are things that we should do for weight loss are with the understanding, all the food and system around us. So there are a few basic rules which I will tell about the insulin regulation.
Yeah.
Number one, eat 3 meals a day.
Okay.
So just breakfast, lunch, dinner. No snacking required. Our elders were never snacking. Ayurveda has always insisted on 2 or 3 meals. 2 meals are difficult. Even I find them difficult to do. So I believe the 3 basic meals with a 5 hours gap is brilliant to have a little fasting in between and give your body that, good food and energy, a balanced meal at each of the 3 meals. Number 2, to manage the sugar spikes, as you said, and keep your insulin regulated, what should we do? Add a protein at each meal. अगर आप साग और मक्की की रोटी खा रहे हो तो उसके साथ पनीर जरूर ऐड कर लो या एक कटोरी दही ऐड कर लो, so that you are not missing on proteins, because otherwise your vegetable and your cereal will quickly get converted to fat. It will raise up your insulin, raise up your sugar levels, and ultimately it will get converted to fat. So it's very, very important that you always have a protein at each of your meals. Rule next is that let each of the protein be a different one, so as that you can, accomplish the amino acid requirements of your body. That's very, very important.
Okay, so that means if a breakfast somebody is having a so-called curd as a protein, so lunch may protein has to be different and dinner may be different as far as possible.
Yes. So breakfast, as you mentioned, could be eggs, lunch could be dal, dinner could be cheese or paneer, like this. Protein at each of the meals is very important. Water, as you already said, water is one of the major rules. Also, let each of your balanced meal have a complex carb. Let there be vegetables. If you need a grain, a roti or a bread, let that be coming from a complex source, barley, rye, buckwheat, like this. Make sure that you include essential fats, desi ghee, mustard oil. Let there be omega-3 rich oils like flaxseed, ya mustard oil, ya canola oil, or you can even do olive as one of the oils in the day, or sesame, coconut, whatever good oils you feel, must include them in your diet.
And even metabolic balance sometimes helps us to identify the right protein. Maybe a particular dal is not suiting me and I'm still having it and I'm making my body acidic, or maybe some other protein. So I know as per whatever we've been doing till now, even these different proteins may play a very major role, isn't it?
Yes, of course. So having a different protein at each meal and also not mixing proteins.
Yeah.
So we advise not mixing proteins to reduce down the acidity in the body. So it's better that, you have a different protein at each meal, help the body stay alkaline, which will help you lose weight faster.
Okay.
As I mentioned about breathing, when you breathe well, there is more oxygen intake, your body is more alkaline. So similarly, you have your list of things that you should include and make your body as alkaline as can be to help reduce weight.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So Farah's written this question: why this plan gives specific vegetables for first 2 weeks? So the metabolic balance plan gives specific vegetables so as to cover the nutritional deficiencies. So all the food items, whether it's the proteins or it's the cereal or it's the vegetable and fruits, they're listed to cover up. क्योंकि इतना आसान नहीं होता. अगर suppose you normally see around also, जो लोग बहुत पतले हैं वो बार बार छोले भटूरे खा रहे हैं, उनको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा. और एक और दूसरा पर्सन है जो थोड़ा सा ओवरवेट है, अगर उसको लगता है वो डीपली ब्रीथ भी कर लेगा तो भी वो वेट गेन कर लेगा.
It's a common myth.
तो इसलिए this happens because the hormonal disturbance might be there, the insulin resistance or the body's way to deal with certain criteria is there. So वो बहुत चीजें impact करती हैं कि आपका food कैसे metabolize हो रहा है body में. So
and secondly, yeah, saying something, Taranji?
No, I just wanted to, kind of help you kind of conclude today's session.
Yeah. So as you said very correctly, we need to have a very, very scientific approach. In case anybody who is tackling an issue of weight loss, loss is not happening, you have PCOD, you have diabetes, hypothyroid, or many other health issues. So it's very important to have a right approach and also to get an individualized program made for yourself. Because more individualized the program is, it's always helpful, and that's the right way. You need a professional help who can help you in lose your weight or tackle your health issues. Hand holding is very important because information is in net immense. You can read so much on the net and you can get all the diet chart, 1600 calories, 1500 calories, but that's not the solution. You need to have a professional help and a proper scientific approach to tackle these issues. So Taranjeet, how do now these people we are all parting this
Correct.
information with, how do they get in touch with us and how do they get to know which is a scientific approach and what is the right way of doing it?
Yes. So very rightly said. Now, as Seema mentioned, Metabolic Balance is a German innovated scientific, a pure nutrition program. No pills, no supplements, no shakes. And to know more or to contact us, get the link from the bio or call us at 011 713 6677. We'll be there to answer all your queries and help you reach your weight goals faster. So one more question from Ruchi. How does oil help to lose weight? So oil is very essential. Too much processed food, ultra processed foods, sweeteners, additives, everything may cause inflammation in the body. When you have correct amount of omega-3 fats included, they help bring down the inflammation. They help you absorb various vitamins, your oil-soluble vitamins, help in functioning of the system. Each cell of your body that grows has a lipid lining. So your body does require good essential oils. So make sure that you give your body a balanced diet and stay healthy.
Yeah, Taranjeet, another important thing before we wind up, like people prefer taking oil capsules rather than putting oil in food. So what is your input on that?
I always say that make your food tasty. Don't make it a torture that you avoid putting oil there and take in the capsules where you don't even get the taste. Rather, make your food more tasty with adding good oils, good spices, the food that you like to consume, because it's like meditation. Even the food, you're nourishing your body, you're taking good care of yourself. So make sure that you eat well, sleep well, exercise well.
Yeah. So now as we conclude, calorie in and calorie out is not the solution for weight loss. We need to consider our hormones and especially the insulin. And for that, one needs a scientific approach and a structured plan.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Wonderful interacting.
Thank you. Bye-bye.